Good afternoon and welcome to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. I am Grendel Morton. Well, an early morning fire has broken out in Irvine and an arrest is made in a murder investigation. But first, in our WBON TV lead story of the day, the overdose death of a victim here in Richmond back in November has resulted in the arrest of a 66-year-old Richmond man. According to police reports, officers were called to a location here in Richmond for reports of a deceased woman. Upon arriving on scene, officers saw evidence that that woman had died due to an overdose. After conducting an investigation, officers concluded that the last person the victim spoke with was 66-year-old Vincent Pickens. Police officers obtained a warrant to investigate Pickens' house. Upon investigating the residence, police discovered a loaded handgun that Pickens claimed was his. Police did confirm that Pickens was a convicted felon and that his possession of the firearm was unlawful. Police also located drugs and drug paraphernalia in the Pickens home. After locating this, he allegedly admitted to selling his prescription oxycodone to the victim. It was also discovered that an 11-year-old child was staying at the residence where multiple drug deals had allegedly taken place. Pickens was arrested on December the 1st and charged with endangering the welfare of a child, multiple drug trafficking offenses, possession of a handgun by a felon, and a manslaughter second degree. Pickens is currently lodged in the Madison County Detention Center. Well, just after 6 a.m. this morning, Estill County Fire Department responded to a call in Irvine in regards to a fire at the former Kirby's garage that is now only used for storage. When authorities arrived on the scene, the 80 by 30-foot building was already demolished by flames. Authorities claim that the building had been burning for a while before the call was made. Nobody was harmed in the fire, but the owner reported to authorities that the fire damaged 2 vehicles inside. Authorities are still investigating the cause of the fire, but have beliefs that it started from a wood-burning stove inside that building. One arrest has been made following a murder that took place in Laurel County Saturday night. Officials say there was a dispute at roughly 4:17 p.m. that led to the shooting and death of Grant Smith. The suspect, Grant Smith's brother, Bailey Smith, reportedly fled armed with a pistol. Bailey Smith was brought into police custody at approximately 10:30 p.m. at a business roughly a mile and a half or half a mile north of London. Police say Bailey Smith has been charged with the murder of Grant Smith, and the Laurel County Sheriff's Office posted on Facebook that the alleged murder weapon was found by the Pittsburgh Cemetery about a mile north of London. Bailey Smith is currently being held in the Laurel County Detention Center. We'll have more updates on that story as they become available. Well, yesterday was a special day for honoring police officers here in Richmond. It was the annual RPD Officer Appreciation Day. With the story, here's WBON TV's Dawson Rule.
What you do for your community is priceless, and the community just wants you to have the feeling of knowing they appreciate everything you do all year long, every day, whether you hear it from them or not. They have complete confidence and quite affection for their police department.
Police officers aren't just any ordinary people. They're heroes from the local level all the way to nationwide. Richmond police officers do a lot of the same in terms of protecting citizens in the area and carrying out officer-related duties. But it's always a good idea to support local police units. Last Thursday, the Richmond Police Department had a special celebration a couple days early that not all officers around America get to experience. They celebrated Richmond Police Department's annual Officer Appreciation Day, which officially took place yesterday on December 4th. The Appreciation Day is for the Richmond police officers with the message to thank them for their great service to the local community. The official gathering of lots of officers in Richmond took place late Thursday evening in a fun and prize-filled event. Officers gathered at the police department and were given 6 packs of L8, but this wasn't the best prize by far. Officers were also given numbers which were then drawn from a hat by EKU students who were looking to become future police officers. When an officer had a matching number drawn, they won prizes, varying from large flat-screen TVs, week-long getaways to Florida, cool technology, and gift cards to many local restaurants. Officers laughed and enjoyed the company of having all their close friends and the police force gathered around with the high stakes of winning a big prize. Media and family were also invited to attend this fun event where posters and t-shirts were given out. This day wasn't about getting the best gift or being together for fun. It was about recognizing the brave officers in Richmond who were always on patrol, trying to protect people and catch the bad guys roaming the streets. WBON TV wants to also say their thanks to the lovely officers who give us crime details, helpful interviews, or just help patrol the area around us on a daily basis. For WBON TV and Channel 9, this is Dawson Rule.
Thanks, Dawson, for that story. Well, one Red River Gorge hiker had to be rescued on Friday afternoon after getting lost in the Gladdy Creek area. The Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team reports that they received a call at 4 p.m. on Friday from a 63-year-old hiker. The hiker's call service was extremely limited, and she was only able to provide where she had entered the trail and a rough approximation of her location. When rescue officials attempted to contact the hiker for additional information, the attempts failed due to lack of cell reception in the remote area. A hasty team was assembled and dispatched to the Bison Way trailhead going towards the Osborne Bend Trail. When rescue team members reached the junction of the Shalote and Lost Branch trails, they were unable to locate the lost hiker. The rescue efforts were focused on the Lost Branch Trail. According to the Wolfe County Search and Rescue Team, the trail is a common place for hikers to become lost. Eventually, the lost hiker was located about a half a mile along Lost Branch on the opposite side of the Gladdy Creek. The hiker told rescue team members that she had been hiking since 10:30 that morning. To avoid most of the inclement weather incoming to the area at that time, the team hiked the subject out of the Shalote Trail towards Corner Ridge and back to her vehicle. Happy ending for that story. Well, with the next gubernatorial election a little under a year away here in Kentucky, the current governor of the state, Andy Beshear, has officially thrown his hat into the ring for the next election. Governor Beshear will be running against one other Democratic candidate, Jeff Young, and 12 other Republican candidates. Governor Beshear earlier today went with his Lieutenant Governor Jacqueline Coleman to officially file for his candidacy at the Secretary's office. This will, of course, we'll be keeping you up to date with all the news coming out of the upcoming gubernatorial election season here on WBON TV Channel 9. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. Don't go anywhere. How about some weather? How about some sports? We got it all right here live at 5.
Hi, I'm John Leeds, owner-operator of Leeds Fine Jewelry, 108 East Main Street, downtown Richmond, Kentucky. 30% off sale this Christmas. First item is at regular price, your second item is at 30% off, and with every purchase you get a coupon for your next item with 30% off. This year we're offering diamond studs at ridiculous basement prices. We've got silver Kentucky agates and gold jewelry with Kentucky agates. This holiday season, store hours are Monday through Saturday. We can handle any repair work you need done. Merry Christmas from Leeds Fine Jewelry.
I'm Michelle.
And I'm Jennifer, and in the spring of 1992, Bishop Small Engine Repair was born in our mom and dad's barn in Estill County.
Then in the fall of 1992, we made the move to Madison County, where we are today. With the support of our family, customers, and community, we have continued to grow in the outdoor power industry. With a full line of products from Cub Cadet, Grasshopper, Echo, and Shindawa, we can help you tackle your yard so you can enjoy it with your family. Bishop Small Engine Repair, where our focus is our customer. Stop on in, 119 North Estill Avenue in Richmond.
We can't wait to see you.
If you've dreamed of a job where you can help keep your family and community safe while planning for the future, then you need to check out the Fayette County Detention Center.
We're starting out $20 an hour. We have 8 paid holidays, 120 hours of sick time and vacation time a year. When you work a holiday, you actually make double pay. Our retirement is at 25 years. If you start out at 21, you'll be fully retired at 46, 25, fully retired at 50. Fayette County Detention Center is an amazing place to work.
Hi there, I'm Alan Feldhouse Jr., head basketball coach at Madison Central High School. Here at MCHS, we have built a winning team. I'd like to tell you about another local winning team, family-owned and operated Bluegrass Restoration and Construction. They specialize in roofing, general construction, and home maintenance services. Just like on the court, you need a team that will work together to get the job done, and that's exactly what BRC does. Give them a call at 859-353-1133. Row Tribe.
Batteries Unlimited in Richmond can energize you when your batteries fade out. They can also cut and make most home and automobile keys, replace and program key fobs, and make copies of your house keys. Plus, cell phone screen repair. Bring in your Apple or Samsung today. We are your home for all batteries. Go see Chris at Batteries Unlimited, Commercial Drive in Richmond.
Granite, marble, and quartz for any surface. Make a lifetime commitment you won't regret.
Welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9. It looks like we have some more rain and cool temperatures moving into the area. We've got meteorologist Susie Martin in the Weather Center. She's going to let us know when and how much rain we're going to get.
Hey everyone, I'm meteorologist Susie Martin. Thank you so much, Gwendolyn, from the Bluegrass Restoration and Construction Weather Center. We are continuing to track a warming outlook. Now, over the course of the past few days, we've seen a little bit of a roller coaster ride from below average temperatures to above and then below again. Today, we're in those mid to upper 40s. Well, now we're going to transition to a warmer scene, but we do have some wet weather ahead as a slow moving front is going to allow for moisture to really pool across the Commonwealth. And shower threats will continue as we've got waves of rain pushing through the area. We can see those chances persisting overnight. Overnight lows actually will be, or overnight temperatures generally are going to be steadily rising and kind of hovering around 48 to 49 degrees. But the deal is we have this warm front that's set in place. This is a look at tomorrow's setup. And we've got warm south flow allowing for a lot of this moisture to build in. But the thing is it's kind of stuck, not really moving very quickly. So that pooling moisture will continue to trigger rounds of showers and rumbles of thunder for the region. So just a smattering of rain here as we look at our forecast, with on and off showers anticipated, some heavy at times, and we may be tracking some rumbles of thunder as well. Just something to note. Still hanging on to rain chances for an extended period of time. As I mentioned, this is a slow moving system and it really locks us under a wet pattern for much of this week. No severe concerns at this point. As we look at our severe weather threat map, what we're seeing is this pale yellow, pale green color. That's just a general thunderstorm threat. No concerns with severe weather at this time. But again, wet weather as we have over an inch of rainfall possible. So we will be expecting that through Wednesday and still ongoing rain chances for our Thursday and our Friday, noting the warmer weather too with high temperatures in the 60s. Eventually though, we'll start to see some cooler air funneling back in here. And by this weekend, high temperatures will be back to those mid to upper 40s. So that's the story and I'm sticking to it. Back to you, Gwendolyn.
Thanks, Susie. And for weather all the time, you can find it on Channel 9 online. Check out our Facebook page and WBONTV.com. Well, Governor Andy Beshear announced today that the U.S. Department of Homeland Security has extended the Real ID Act enforcement date by 2 years, offering Kentuckians and residents of other states more time to request a compliant driving or identity credential that means air travel access and military base entry. The new enforcement date of May 7th, 2025 replaces the previous date of May 3rd, 2023. The Real ID Act is a federal law that sets standards for all U.S. states and territories regarding the issuance of state-issued credentials. Once the enforcement date takes effect, every air traveler 18 years of age and older will need a Real ID compliant driver's license or identification card or a federally compliant form of identification to pass through airport security checkpoints for domestic air travel. They will also need that for entry into military bases or to enter federal buildings that require identification. Currently, 17% of Kentuckians with state-issued driving and identification credentials have the Real ID version, and that displays a star icon in the top right corner of the card. In Kentucky, residents have the option to choose between a standard or Real ID compliant version for their driver's license, permit, or identification charge. While the Kentucky Transportation Cabinet now offers convenient online mail-in renewal option, first-time Real ID applicants must apply in person person by presenting required documents. A list of acceptable documents as well as ID guide personalized document quiz is available at realidky.com. And of course, a valid passport will still be needed if you're going to travel internationally. Well, sad news this morning after a house fire left 7 animals deceased. Fire crews were dispatched for a fire originating on the back porch of a Highcrest home around 12:15 this morning. Crews reported smoke and flames being visible upon arrival. 3 occupants were inside the residence. However, they evacuated before the arrival of emergency services. 1 person was treated and released on scene, and the incident had no hospital transports. Crews were able to rescue 1 dog from the home, but an additional dog and at least 6 cats were found deceased inside that home. The cause of the fire is still under investigation at this time. We'll keep you up to date on that as well. Well, keeping up with all the holiday festivities here in Madison County, 2 sisters, Rachel Stone and Hannah Mullins, have started a business called Princesses Do Come True, offering magical event services for children of all ages. This holiday season, they have partnered up with the Mean Green One himself to book. You can book through their Facebook page to surprise your children with their very own home visit from the Grinch. Despite his past of stealing Christmas presents, he has changed his ways and will now be offering to share the Christmas spirit with a 10-minute home visit with passing out candy and photo opportunities. That's going to happen this Wednesday through Thursday from 5:30 to 8, and he'll be making his rounds throughout Richmond and Berea. You can book quickly for those spots. Those fill up quickly. If you have children that just absolutely adore the Grinch, then here's your opportunity to have a personal meet and greet with the Mean One himself. It looks like a lot of fun. Well, a woman accused of suffocating her 9-month-old son to death has been released on probation and mental health treatment. In December of 2020, Samantha Moore admitted to placing clothes, blanket, and a bar stool on top of her son. Officials found her son unresponsive and he was pronounced deceased at the scene. Moore accepted a plea deal to second-degree manslaughter in October and was admitted to a mental health program. Judge Jeffrey Taylor sentenced Moore to 5 years of probation and ordered her completion of the mental health program by Friday. Judge Taylor explained that despite the tragic nature of the incident, he believes Moore should have a chance to get better. Following her probation, Moore will be discharged as long as she follows her parole conditions. And with that, we're going to take a quick break. We'll be right back. We've got sports and lots more news here live at 5.
At Fast Flow Plumbing, you aren't sending your money to Texas and Florida to the big corporate plumbing companies. We're local, and that allows us to invest in the latest technologies like Permaliner for no-dig sewer replacements, which we warranty for 20 years. Fast Flow is the future of plumbing. Don't destroy your landscaping and finished basement because a plumber tells you he has to replace your sewer. Keep your home beautiful. Call a local pro at Fast Flow.
Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. From our attention to detail, a diverse staff, and the best aftercare in the business, there's no better local choice to take care of your family in a difficult time than Davis & Powell. Call in to discuss pre-planning and preparations so there'll be no additional burden on your family. Davis & Powell Funeral Home in Berea. For additional information, check them out at davisandpowellfuneralhome.com. Davis & Powell Funeral Home, always going the extra mile.
Land Chrysler in Richmond is Truck Town, USA. New trucks, used trucks, little trucks, big trucks, short trucks, long trucks. Hey, that's not a truck. Work trucks and fancy trucks. Who says you can't get a truck? Come on down to Van Chrysler Dodge Jeep in Richmond for your best deal today. Truck Town, USA.
The City of Richmond Stormwater Management Program works to protect our waterways from pollution and to help citizens with stormwater runoff and flooding. Stormwater is the rain and snow that runs off rooftops, roads, sidewalks, and other surfaces that cannot absorb water, which affects water quality. The City of Richmond Stormwater Management Program is dedicated to helping its citizens understand what stormwater is and its impacts on our watersheds and waterways. For more info, visit buildrichmondky.com and click on the Stormwater tab. Join your friends at WBON TV 9 as we bring you real television coverage back to the Richmond Christmas Parade. This year, see the parade like you've never seen it before in high definition on Channel 9 and Spectrum Channel 712. Our coverage will start Friday night, December 2nd at 6:30 with a special preview of some of the most exciting moments and people in this year's parade. Parade coverage also on the Richmond Parks and Rec Facebook page and the WBON TV Facebook page, and also on Connected TV with WBON TV on Roku and the live player at WBONTV.com. See the Richmond Christmas Parade as you've never seen it before in high definition live on Channel 9.1 and Spectrum Channel 712. It all starts at 6:30 Friday, December 2nd. If it's local, it's on WBON Channel 9.
Welcome back to Live at 5. Basketball is in full swing with almost all of our coverage area teams in action over the weekend. With a recap of some of the big performances on the hardwood and some impressive wins for Model and Berea, here's Michael Watkins.
The Madison Southern Lady Eagles are now off to a 3-0 start after a 56-42 win over Casey County on Friday. The visiting Lady Rebels jumped out to a 6-0 lead before a Hadley French free throw got Southern on the board. The two teams had to take a short pause early on in the first quarter when all the lights in the gymnasium went out, but when they came back on, it was just what the Lady Eagles needed to wake them up. French immediately knocked down a three when the two teams returned to action, and Southern would build a 19-12 lead after the first quarter, capped off by a Bella Moberly bucket that ended the opening frame. Casey County battled back to tie the game at the half, but Southern's defense would take over in the second half, allowing just 13 points on their way to a 14-point win. French led the way once again for Madison Southern, going for 15 points while adding 6 assists. Moberly was once again impressive as well, going for 13 points and 5 boards. The Berea Pirates evened up their win-loss record over the weekend, picking up their first win of the season in a 69-39 win over Robertson County. Liam Brewer was knocking down threes left and right for Eric Fields' team on his way to 7 total and a 21-point performance. Cannon Cummings finished up with 19 points, and as a team, Berea shot 13 of 26 from beyond the arc. The Madison Southern boys basketball team picked up a pair of wins over the weekend, defeating Cordia on Friday by 71 points and then knocking off Greenwood by 18 on Saturday. Jay Rose dropped 28 points, 11 rebounds, and added 5 assists in the win on Saturday, while the Hudson twins each played well as well. Zach added 25 points in Saturday's win, while Braden scored 10 and grabbed 9 rebounds. The Madison Central Lady Indians are now 2-0 after another home victory Friday night. Bailey Hensley picked up her first double-double of the season with a 19-point, 11-rebound performance, while Brittany Campbell added 13 points in the 56-44 win over Rockcastle County. Lady Indians will hit the road for 3 straight against Henry Clay, Connor, and GRC this week before returning home to face Madison Southern on December the 15th. And the Madison Central boys team picked up win number 1 of their season after a tough road loss last Monday to Pulaski County. The Indians returned home on Friday to defeat Lafayette 74-48 behind a 32-point night from Hagen Harrison. The senior guard hit 4 threes in the win while also going 8 of 10 from the free throw line. Jalen Davis scored 9 for Central, while Robbie Todd added a double-double with 10 points and 10 boards. And the Model girls basketball team picked up their first win of the season, knocking off Beth Haven 53-37. Tonight on the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show, we'll recap some of these games, and we'll also be joined by a ton of local guests, including Madison Central Wrestling coach Chad Fife, the Madison Southern Cheerleaders, and the Madison County Youth Football League Packers. We'll be live in about 40 minutes at Jack Burford Chevrolet, so be sure to tune in for WBON TV Sports. I'm Michael Watkins.
Thanks, Michael, for that sports update. We're going to take one more quick break. We'll be right back here live at 5 with more news.
If you love local sports, you'll love the Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show. Join your hosts Samantha Burford and Michael Watkins as they break down, recap, and preview sports news in our area. Each Monday night from 6 to 7 on WBON TV Channel 9 and on Y92.5, V99.3, and CBS Sports Radio 103.5. The Jack Burford Chevrolet Sports Show is also brought to you by the Richmond Raceway, Bluegrass Restoration and Construction, the Law Office of Patrick O'Neill, Nuevo Vallarta, and Bishop's Small Engine Repair.
Looking for some fun? The Galaxy Bowling Center has a league for you. No matter your skill level, you can come out, make some new friends, and have a great time. Call 624-4444 for details. Or if you're more of a trivia person, Champions Grill has you covered every Tuesday starting at 7 with great prizes and all-you-can-eat wings for only $19.99. Why go anywhere else? The Galaxy Bowling Center and Champions Grill, your ticket to fun just off I-75, exit 87 in Richmond.
At Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry, we value our patient relationships, making it our priority to deliver the gentle, compassionate care that you deserve from a dentist. We offer patients single-visit restoration on crowns, bridges, inlays, onlays, and veneers with CERAC. Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry is equipped to handle all your dental needs, from implants, teeth whitening, root canal therapy, and more. For your next dental appointment and for more details on lip filler and Dysport specials, call Jones Family and Cosmetic Dentistry at 859-985-0201.
Hey Madison County, did you know Berea Ace Hardware is more than just a hardware store? Berea Ace Hardware carries the top brands like Skag, Echo, Steel, Spartan, Toro, Bentelli e-bikes, Wolfe brand scooters, Trailmaster go-karts, and Red Cat Racing RC cars. Check us out at BereaAce.com. We sell fun at Berea Ace.
This is the place with the helpful hardware, folks.
Choose Mercy Health, Markham and Wallace Hospital for your health care. Consider having your preventative care such as a CT lung screening, a mammogram, or a colonoscopy at Markham and Wallace Hospital. You can feel safe to come to the hospital campus. Following CDC guidelines, our care team is doing everything possible to ensure your safety and well-being. For more information about Markham and Wallace Hospital, call 606-723-2115 or visit mercy.com.
At WBON TV 9, you can count on our weather team to keep you up to date with all the latest developments, watches, and warnings.
We're here for you night and day, 24/7, no matter what the weather brings.
WBON TV 9 and our media partner 100.7 The Coyote are dedicated to you. That's why we say when the weather turns extraordinary, so does our coverage.
Get your forecast each weekday during the Live at 5 newscast on WBON TV 9, where every local story starts here.
Well, welcome back to Live at 5 on WBON Channel 9, where every local story starts here. Kentucky agriculture is on pace to achieve record-setting cash receipts. Agricultural economists said Tuesday statewide farm cash receipts this year are projected to approach $8 billion, easily surpassing the 2021 record high of $6.9 billion. According to a team of University of Kentucky ag economists, farmers benefited from the relatively high national commodity prices, and the surging value of U.S. agricultural exports offered another boost for farmers. The Bath County Sheriff's Office is seeking your help in identification of a suspect involved in a local burglary. In the early morning hours today, around 4:15 a.m., the suspect in these photos burglarized the Salt Lick Valero. Take a good look at the clothing, the shoes, and any other identifying criteria. With anyone with information is asked to contact the Bath County Sheriff's Office at 606-674-2931. Well, we're going to call it a day here on Live at 5. Thanks so much for joining us today. Don't forget, we've got the sports show this afternoon at 6 right here on Channel 9. We're going to have Michael, Samantha, and Dawson. They're going to have the Madison Central Wrestling team, the Southern Cheerleaders, and lots more sports info. Have a wonderful night. I'll see you right back here tomorrow, Live at 5.